There's a moment everyone who relates to this video will recognize. You're overwhelmed. Things are falling apart, just a little, just enough. And someone says, "Let me help you with that." And something in your chest tightens. Not because you don't need help. You do. But because some part of you, some old quiet part, has already decided that needing anyone is the most dangerous thing you can do. You smile. You say, "I'm fine, honestly," and you carry it alone. Again. If that sentence just landed somewhere real in you, stay with me. Because what you call independence might not be a personality trait at all. It might be a memory your body refuses to forget. Let's talk about what's actually happening underneath. Picture a kid, somewhere between 6 and 11 years old. Doesn't matter the exact age. What matters is this. At some point that kid asked for something. Comfort. Attention. Help with something too big for small hands. And instead of getting it, they got silence. Or impatience. Or a parent too exhausted, too distracted, too wrapped up in their own unraveling to notice a child quietly falling apart in front of them. So the kid learned something. Not in words, nobody sits a child down and explains this. The kid learned it in the gut, in the nervous system, in the place where survival lessons get stored before language even exists. The lesson was simple. Asking doesn't work. Needing is a setup for disappointment. If I want something done right, done at all, I have to do it myself. And here's the cruel part: that lesson worked. It got that kid through childhood. It became armor. It became identity. And nobody ever told them the armor was supposed to come off once the danger passed. So they grew up. And the armor stayed. Not because you're too proud. Because somewhere in you, asking for help still feels like exposing a wound to someone who might press on it instead of healing it. So you white-knuckle through things that would take half the time with one phone call you never make. You're the one who remembers birthdays, organizes the trip, shows up early to set things up, stays late to clean. Not because you love being busy. Because somewhere along the way, being useful became the only way you ever felt safe being around people. If you're not doing something for someone, what's your value to them? You'll redo a task someone else already finished, just slightly wrong in your eyes. Not because you're a perfectionist. Because trusting someone else with something important once meant trusting them with you, and that didn't go well the first time it mattered. When everything finally slows down, instead of peace, you feel this low hum of anxiety. Like you're forgetting something. Like the floor is about to disappear. Because in your nervous system, stillness was never safe. Stillness was the silence before something went wrong. It's not a big deal. I don't really need anything. You say it so fast, so automatically, that you don't even notice you're doing it anymore. You learn to shrink the need before anyone had the chance to ignore it. If you never ask, you can never be told no. Someone cooks for you, checks on you, notices you're tired before you say it. And instead of warmth, you feel almost suspicious. Waiting for the catch. Waiting for them to want something back. Because somewhere inside, being cared for was never simple. It came with strings, or it came rarely enough that you stopped trusting it could be real. People tell you, "I don't know how you do it all." And you smile. Because what else can you say? That you don't actually know how to stop? That the independence everyone admires is less of a choice and more of a reflex you've never been able to switch off? Here's the part nobody tells you. This pattern, this hyper-independence, it isn't weakness pretending to be strength. It's actually the opposite. It's a child who had no other option, building the only kind of safety available to them. That child was brilliant. That child survived something real. But you are not that child anymore. And the world you're in now is not the world that taught you this lesson. There are people now who would show up if you let them, who wouldn't disappear if you needed something, who wouldn't make you pay for asking. The tragedy isn't that you became independent. The tragedy is that you might go your whole life never finding out what it feels like to be supported, simply because the part of you still protecting a child from decades ago doesn't know the danger is over. Letting someone help you isn't weakness. It's not even trust, not really. It's just allowing the present to be different from the past. So here's something small. Not a leap. Just a crack in the armor. The next time someone offers, don't deflect immediately. Pause. Let the discomfort sit there for 3 seconds before you answer. That pause, that's where healing actually starts. Not in some dramatic breakthrough. In 3 uncomfortable seconds where you let yourself be seen needing something. You survived by needing no one. Now see if you can survive by letting someone in.